Hunter Tim's Crew, what's poppin', what's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Melanie Jones, and welcome to the new channel, Mel's World. All right, Mel's World 25. So y'all get it together. Y'all make sure y'all get over here and subscribe to the new channel. Make sure you hit that like button, and also throw some hundred signs in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We doing new things around here. So just make sure you following your girl. Make sure subscribe to the channels, and also hit me up at mellopthedog24@gmail.com for any updates with the channels, where you can find me and things like that. And any news stories that you want me to cover, any show ideas or feedback, you can hit me up at that email as well. Y'all, we gonna get in. I'm gonna give y'all a little update on Wendy Williams. There was actually a protest that took place early this morning. Fans rallied outside of the assisted living facility where Wendy is currently located. Just again to show support of Wendy, and also to protest to have her guardianship, you know, terminated, or guardianship, completed or ended. And that everybody put hashtag free Wendy in the chat as well. Replay crew, y'all put hashtag free Wendy in the chat. It's going on long enough. Wendy has gone through what seems like years of agony, in the assisted living facility. She wants out. She wants the guardianship ended. She initially just wanted Wells Fargo, which was her banking institution, to look into her finances, to see where her money was going and how it was being spent. Somehow or another, that spun into her being into a guardianship where she, she's under close watch. They declared her incapacitated and things like that with temporal frontal lobe, cognitive, disabilities and things like that. Wendy has since then gone to an independent physician. She scored 10 out of 10 on, her cognitive tests and things like that that they run at the hospital. So Wendy is just simply asking, why can't the guardianship be ended? Why can't it be completed, terminated, finished, whatever you want to call it? Why is it still happening? Why is it still going on? She's reached out to Charlemagne the God and the Breakfast Club. She's reached out to Harvey Levin of TMZ to try to, just to let someone hear her voice, to get her voice out there, to get, her side of the story going. And from what I can tell, as an onlooker, as a Wendy fan, it looks as if Wendy, is she's very much in her right mind. She doesn't, her cognitive doesn't seem to be debilitating at all. She seems to actually be doing better. Of course, when we saw that Lifetime documentary, we were all concerned. But she has since then come a long way. She looks very different now than she did then. So I just wanted to give y'all, I wanted to show y'all a clip, and shout out to Lisa Evers of Fox 5 News. And Lisa Evers was out there, and we could see Wendy fans out there, just protesting again, showing support, to end the guardianship with Wendy. Because at this point, it's just like, why are y'all keeping her here? It's like, why are y'all keeping her here? They keep, every time she gets closer or a step closer to having a guardianship ended, it seems like a new excuse is being brought up. It's like the goalpost is being moved every time. And it's like every time Wendy thinks, she sees a light at the end of that tunnel, it's like they kind of like move it back or shut the door on it. But we're going to keep fighting for you, Wendy. We're going to keep supporting. And she seemed to be in good spirits as well. But I wanted to show you guys some of the people that support Wendy, and they actually held it down, because today is actually a very windy day in New York. So if y'all hear wind in that background, that is for real, okay? Because I know it's April, but it's a tad bit cold over here. All right, y'all. So let's get into this clip, y'all. Make sure y'all smash that like button.
So we're here over on West 35th Street and 10th Avenue, and you can see up in the window right there is Wendy Williams. She's been waving to the, let me try to get that for you. There she, there's such strong winds here. That's Wendy Williams right there in the window, and she is waving to people. And a lot of fans showed up here calling for an end to her guardianship that is keeping her basically, she says, imprisoned in this luxury building. And you can see the crowd is growing over here. There are people out here in purple shirts. Nash! 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 And people are out here. They have these t-shirts on. They're out here supporting Wendy. We're going to talk to some of them for Fox 5 News right now. Oh, I got the mic. Is that good? Can we talk to you for a second? What's bringing you out here today to... I'll hold the mic. What's bringing you out here today to support Wendy? I'm sorry.
Just the justice that she's facing right now. It's unfair. It's a fraud going on.
And then what is it about her as a personality and as a celebrity that so many people relate to her like she's their own personal friend? Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, let's get this beautiful sign over here. Can we talk to you? Did you talk though?
Yeah, no.
Can we just ask you about, you got a beautiful sign here, free Wendy. And what brings you out here today? So you say you worked on the show?
I did it.
What do you think made it, makes her such a popular personality and made her such a good talk show host? Spell your last name? Okay, great. All right, thank you so much.
Hold your sign up real quick, my friend.
Okay, yeah, we're going to do a shot of the sign. Okay, that's Miguel. He used to work with Wendy on the show. He's got a beautiful. You can see that. I'm Lisa. Hold on one second, please. You can see how windy it is out here. There's all kinds of people coming out here, and okay, great. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, VIP2. Can we talk to you for a second? What makes you come out here on the freezing super winter?
Girl, I know Wendy since the Ritz, since back in the days. These are some of my tickets from her show, and I'm here to support her. I'm up there with her in age, and this is scary. This is just a travesty. It's unfair, and she worked many years for them to just steal her money and lock her up in this luxury piece of junk here. This is ridiculous. This is very scary. Even for me, I'm terrified. Anything can happen.
Well, do you think anything can happen? I mean, here's a woman who's like a multi-millionaire, like internationally known. Her show is shown,
Yes.
and that this could happen to her. Does that make it even scarier?
It can happen to any of us. Any of us. Imagine having family. Your family can't even help you out of this. It's heartbreaking. It really is. We're here to freak her out. It's possible.
Okay, and what's your name?
My name is Gigi Casanova.
All right, Gigi, thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. All right, take care.
Real quick. I can't feel my fingers. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Are we good with sound or?
Yeah, I think we are.
Let me get some
Never
video.
tell me how judges can find the means and resources to pick individuals out to say that you are not incompetent running your own affairs. So therefore, we're going to take partnership.
Yeah.
And I feel like taking Wendy away.
Yeah, y'all. So I appreciate y'all bearing with me with that audio, but it really is. It's very windy over here, and no pun intended, but it's very windy over here. In New York today. So I mean, just y'all can hear the wind blowing, in the microphones. So that alone, just letting you know, fans still showed up to support Wendy during a windy day. Definitely just shows how much people love her and support her and really want the best for her and want her, want this guardianship to end. But basically, some of the protesters and some of the people that were supporting Wendy were people that actually worked with her, on her show. Some people knew her back from the radio day, when the days when she was on radio. So a lot of these people have been following Wendy for like over 20 years. Over 20 years. So, these are people that have worked with her. These are people that have supported her, that have followed her career. You know what I mean? If you want to know about, juicy gossip, you went to Wendy. You want to know how to get a spicy interview, you go to Wendy. You know what I'm saying? Wendy asks the hard questions. Wendy's not biased to anything. Wendy will air out her own tea, then ask you about yours. So just in case if you go, you don't tell nobody what you got going on, she sure does. So, you know what I'm saying? Wendy is, very transparent when she interviews anyone, any celebrities or anyone that she comes in contact with. She's very transparent. Wendy makes you feel welcome. Not only that, she's funny, she's entertaining. And Wendy asks those hard-hitting questions, which is what every good interviewer should do. You have to not be afraid to jump out the window. You have to not be afraid to be transparent with whomever you're interviewing with and make that person feel comfortable and make that person feel like, you know what, okay, you tell your side of the story so my audience can get a better understanding of what's going on. So I like that Wendy, even people that didn't even rock with Wendy. And trust me, it was a lot of celebrities that did not like Wendy at all because Wendy was out here airing people out left and right. So even a lot of celebrities that didn't like Wendy, she still would sit down with them and have a conversation with them. So that really shows how unbiased she was, and to get the info, to get the gossip, to get the entertainment out of it, whatever it is that she needed to do, Wendy was down for it. And that's why people rock with her. That's why she's still here till today. That's why she has fans outside on a windy day. Again, no pun intended. Have people outside on, one of the, we haven't had a cold day like this in a while, but it's it's really chilly outside and people are outside supporting Wendy. And some people that never even met Wendy, but they watch her on, they watch her show, they watch her in movies, they watch her, listen to her on the radio and things like that. So that was really, really dope to see. That really was dope. And another person that came out to support Wendy was Suzanne Bass. And Suzanne Bass is one of the producers on her show, and she spoke to TMZ. So shout out to TMZ. Y'all make sure you go subscribe to them. And I wanted to share that with y'all. So let me take my banner down, y'all. And y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. So we're gonna get into this clip real quick with Suzanne Bass, y'all. Give me 1 second. Y'all give me 1 second.
I'm going to hang up the phone now because everyone's staring at me. Bye-bye. It's too much. It's just too much.
Okay, you're a former producer on your show.
Yes, I was. Oh, I talk to her every day. She sounds fantastic. She's up there fighting for her life, trying to get her life back. Staying positive, and she's staying strong.
Suzanne, were you on the phone with someone from the Wendy show, like someone else, or were you on the phone with Wendy?
I
Just
was
now?
talking with Wendy.
Just now?
Yeah, I talk to her every day.
Oh wow! So when you hung up the phone, that was Wendy.
Yes, I was on with Wendy.
Oh my God! So what did she say to you?
She's loving this. She loves that you guys are all here. She feels very positive about today and the turnout, and she's really thankful for your support.
I love that. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you. How are you doing? We're just waiting for Wendy to open up her shade.
So I see some Wendy logos here.
Well, yes, we're Wendy.
Oh my goodness. So did you guys work for Wendy at one time, or producers on the show?
I was the co-executive producer.
No way. What's your name?
Suzanne.
Suzanne, we got to meet you. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
So Suzanne,
too.
what, I mean, of course you're out here for Wendy, but how do you feel that now it's picking up steam? People are starting to really run this story. The conversation's being had. How long do you think is before Wendy's actually free?
Oh, I have no clue. I hope sooner than later because #free Wendy. All day, every day.
And you're out here in the cold.
We're out in the cold, and we're here for our girl Wendy, and we're waiting for her to lift that shade up so I can wave to her. I have not seen her yet. I talk to her almost every day.
No
so
way.
I talked to her this morning, and
So
she's excited.
Is she in good, okay, good spirits,
She's in
excited?
great spirits. Wendy's very, very excited to see everyone. She's excited to see the turnout, and I'm ready to see her so I can wave to her.
I love that. So does she know that, well, I guess she assumes that you're out here right now. She knows.
Okay, so Wendy told me specifically to stand here, okay? So the building's over there, the entrance is over there. She said to stand here so that we could look up and wave to her. So we're at the
love
spot
that.
and we're ready.
I love that. And you guys worked for Wendy too?
Pretty fan.
I love that. I love the logo. You're bringing it back.
So super dope. Super dope. That is so awesome that Wendy's, excuse me, y'all. Sorry, that video kept going. But that's so awesome that Wendy's staff actually came out to show love to her. And again, that just shows how great of a boss you are. You know, how great of a colleague you are. You know, how great of, you know, a friend. I don't want to, assume people's relationships and things like that. But if you coming outside to support me in the cold, because New York is cold, if you coming outside your house to support me in the cold on a protest, so I can gain my financial freedom and also my physical freedom, that is super dope. That's super dope. And that shows a lot about Wendy's personality and shows a lot about her relationships with her colleagues and coworkers, and the people that she's crossed paths with over the years. So I just thought that was super dope, and I wanted to share that with y'all. And again, shout out to TMZ, and their link will be in the bio of this video. And also shout out to the Neighborhood Talk, shout out to them as well. But and shout out to Lisa Evers of Fox 5, and her link will be in the bio of this video as well. But yeah, y'all. So we just have to keep the pressure, keep our foots, on our foots, Lord, our feet. We have to keep our feet on the necks of, I don't know, these judges, these, I don't know, these the judges, the lawyers, So yeah, I was saying, shout out to the Neighborhood Talk, because they actually reported that her guardian, good old Sabrina Morrissey, reportedly says that Wendy refused court-ordered mental exam amid her fight to end guardianship. And Wendy calls that BS. And we all do as well. Like, Wendy would, at this point, Wendy is willing to comply with any and all tests or verifications or court-appointed assignments and things like that to end this guardianship and get this process sped up and get this process over with as quick as possible. I'm not understanding what this lady's talking about. And it's given somebody's paying this lady extra to keep this lady in locked up. I'm sorry. It's not giving you're working in this lady's best interest. I'm sorry. You're not working in Wendy's best interest. At this point, Wendy's going to keep, her funds are being exhausted. She doesn't even know where they're going. She doesn't even know. Wendy has said on to Harvey Levin, she doesn't even know how much money she has left at this point. How does she not know where her finances are or where she's at with them? And she's a multimillionaire. And she worked for over 2 decades to accumulate this money. And that in a matter of 3 years or so, I believe she was under this guardianship for about 2-3 years. Y'all jot down in the comments to let me know. Over a matter of 2-3 years, she doesn't even know where her money's going, or what, how much she has left, or what level that is at this point. This is really, really sad. And it's really, really scary because Wendy is at an age, she's 60, she's in her 60s. Wendy just can't pick up and do another 20-30 years and accumulate that same money and live her best life. This is around the time when she's supposed to be winding down in her career, traveling. If she wants to still continue to work, that's her choice. But this is where she's supposed to like start planning out her retirement and seeing what she wants to do. Maybe she wants to do a podcast. Maybe she wants to take it easy and not do as many shows. Maybe she wants to mentor other up and coming talk show hosts, or get a reality show. Whatever it is that she wants to do, she can't even do that now because she can't even go outside when she wants to. Like that. Think about that. Like you can see outside every day, and then they're claiming it's not a prison-like situation, but her freedom is limited. That is a prison-like situation. She can't go and come as she pleases. Just because she's not in a 9-inch by or 9-foot by 9-foot cell or 7-by-7 cell, I don't know. Don't get me the line because I don't do crime, so I don't go to jail. But the point of the story is, you know what I mean? And that's no judgment to anybody that has. But the point of the story is, I don't know. So I'm just like, how, even when you're considering this a luxury apartment that she's living in, it's still small quarters that she's used to. It's still smaller quarters that she's used to. And also, she doesn't have the freedom to come and go as she pleases. Wendy can't even pick up the phone and call people that she wants to because her calls are restricted. The phone only works with incoming calls. How does that work? That's so weird. Like, again, this Sabrina Morrissey person is giving, somebody's paying this lady to keep Wendy suppressed, to keep her freedom under some type of suppression, and to slow up the process, or to keep finding loopholes and throwing monkey wrenches in the situation. And the judge needs to be, what do you call it when a judge recused? The judge needs to recuse themselves, because at this point, this is wild. At this point, this is like something out of a horror movie where you're trying to, tell people I'm good, I'm healthy, I'm not mentally, incapacitated, my mental is not diminishing, and they're just still going, no, there's something wrong with you. That is crazy work. That's crazy work. But Wendy, hold your head. Please hold your head. We are still going to be out here rallying, and again, Wendy is from Jersey, but again, Jersey is like New York's, first cousin, or New York's half sister. Like you half brother, half sibling. We got you, Wendy. Hashtag free Wendy in the chat, y'all, because this is crazy work. This is wrong on so many levels, that people are just spending this lady's money left and right. They're controlling her every move, her every, even her speaking to the media, which I think personally is violating her civil rights of freedom of speech. They're trying to silence her. They're trying to censor her from getting her truth out. And I feel that that's wrong. They're limiting her when she can see her family. Thank God they let her go see her father for his birthday in February. But she had to immediately return back and come back to that facility. That's not how someone lives with millions of dollars. That is not how someone lives with millions of dollars. And I don't know how this spiraled into this situation like this. And another thing, but then again, I answered my own question a little bit earlier. I'm like, where the rest of y'all celebrities at? Can y'all help her out a little bit? Can y'all put in a good word with a judge or get her a good lawyer? Anybody? ASAP Rocky, can you call somebody? They got you off, but no Diddy. Anybody? No? Y'all can't really help this lady. But then again, Wendy rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, airing people out. But I don't know, y'all. This one is a rough one. This one is a fight. This one is a fight that Wendy has been fighting for years, and it's really, really unfortunate. It is. It's unfortunate to see. Even good, bad, or indifferent, whether you like her or not, Wendy worked hard for that money. Wendy worked hard for her career, her notoriety, her status, her fame. And her, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's wrong. To yank that from her and dangle it over her head and think you're going to control her. Now, they also, there was a false report put out because we all got excited. I know I got excited by the Sun that Wendy was going to be moving into a penthouse, out of the assisted living facility. That turned out to be just a rumor. They are in talks of trying to get the judge to approve her being able to move into a penthouse. But that hasn't been, solidified. That hasn't been confirmed. So that was another rumor that went around, and it had fans excited and had people, under the impression that she would be leaving, moving out of the assisted living facility. But she is back in that facility, and it's quite unfortunate. But again, like I said, Wendy, hold your head. We are going to continue to hold you down. We are going to continue to support you and put up hashtag free Wendy wherever we can to get it in the algorithm, to get it, get it around and spread the word around that this is not right. They did the same thing to Britney Spears. And I hopefully Britney Spears, if you can do anything to help or try to, give anybody some tips on how to help Wendy out, because this is getting crazy now. She's passing all the all the tests that test for her cognitive skills and abilities, and she's passing them with flying colors. I'm not understanding why she's still being held captive at this point, in my opinion, in that facility. I'm sorry. I am sorry. And if I was Wendy, when I get out, oh, sue that facility. I don't. That's not cool. It's not cool. But y'all, that is all I have for right now. Y'all make sure replay cool. Make sure you hit that like button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, and we will be back for more. I'm back on my grizzly. Y'all already know how I do. I don't give up. I don't stay down for nobody. And again, that's the New York spirit in me. That's the fighter spirit in me. That's the tenaciousness in me. And Wendy has the same type of fight and tenaciousness and strength in her because, again, we are from New York, New Jersey, the surrounding areas, the tri-state area. That's just how we roll. That's how we do. We don't stay down for anybody. So, Wendy, again, hold your head and you stay strong, and we got you. Huntington's crew, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button on the way out. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And we out, y'all.